this video I'm doing DTM Legend using patterns created with AutoPad. So we've got all of these codes that we applied, we've got points that we surveyed, they've got codes, and we've got some CAD that I switched off. So I'm just going to switch all my CAD back on. This is all the elements that's used in Model Maker, irrespective of layer. Okay, I use this a lot because sometimes you don't know, is that an arrow, is it a dimension, or is it a segmented line, or is it a real polyline? It is easier nowadays with that little thing there, that little circle thing he's showing, because when you're on a line, it shows the whole thing. Then you know, oh, it's a real polyline. If it's just a segment, it will just show the segment. So that's fantastic. But in the past, we had to do a lot of toggling here. And by the way, you can invert your display of your layers here, and you can also give it for this setup, if you work with architects and they've got BMW and toilets and all sorts of stuff on your plans, don't you just love them? It's like thousands and thousands of layers, and you sit half a day and hide layers and show layers, and then you get to a point where I've got this sweet spot now, and then something happens, ESCOM, and the computer crashes, and you have to do all of that again. Okay, so why not just give it a name and press the save button? So this will store it in your Model Maker settings as you have it, and hopefully that settings don't get corrupted. But if you want to go one step further, you can go and say file format and give it a file name and save it in the client's job folder. Then it remembers this assignment of layer display options, just so you know. Okay, there's also a new one that came in, mul file format. I think this assigns it to this mul file. Okay, and I think it might have been you that asked for that. Oh. Okay, so does it work? Okay, fantastic. All right, so we got all of our CAD on. I just need to get some CAD on. Mainly, I have my elements, all my elements on. Okay, so this is how this works. So this is called DTM Legends. So Legends are part of, DTM is part of points. Okay, so immediately, in my mind, I said, what am I working with? See, I still do it. I'm nearing 25 years now. Okay, so I still do that. What am I working with? Points. What do I want to do? I want to find a DTM Legend. Oh, I don't have a DTM Legend button here. So then I would say, oh, but there's a special button. So I'll click on special. Oh, there's more buttons. And then there's a thing called CAD Legend. Okay, so that's the one you look for. All right, and then I can say, scan all my codes and bring in that one, road edge, SRB, and this thing can also save and load. So I'm going to just say open file and see if I did it before, just to save time. Okay, there we go. So you bring in the code and you type in the name, whatever it represents. Okay. So you can say bring in the whole legend, which means every single code I ever used. Okay, or you can say no, project legend. No, it's in this survey. I only used these codes in my survey, so only bring that in. All right, so it depends on how you do your plan setup. And then you can say combine. So it's going to put in a code, it's going to put a piece of text next to it, and then it can say combine as one. So it's going to make it just one straight line of text combining the two. Or you can say no, separate them. Keep the fence, or the code separate from the description. So it's two separate text values. Okay. And then if you want to divide it, you can divide it by any character you want. You can even type in your own character in there, and it will just use that as a divider between the code field and the description field. So we try to accommodate as many people as we like. Good. And then there's the thing that says copy. So as soon as you do this, and you do have patterns on your points, it asks you, it says there are patterns on some DTM points. Should the legend show the patterns in place of the point codes? Well, it won't replace them, it will just add it. Okay, so we then have to indicate the position. It says there, indicate the position for the legend. It helps to read the yellow bar at the bottom also from time to time. Okay. And then it puts it down there. So there, we've just automated a little DTM Legend for you that you can now use. That's nice, eh? So that's one of the beauties of our AutoPad tool. I can expand on that now. So you're going to say, hey, this is all good, Corne. I want to be able to switch that count tick box off. So that's a feature that will be coded. Okay. As you know, any request helps if you could say this button here does this. Maybe do a screen grab. Do you know how to do a screen grab in Windows? You just put in your Windows key, that thing, and Shift and S. You see at the top something happened? Then you just grab whatever, anywhere on your window, is now in your clipboard. You know what a clipboard is? Copy paste. So go to Word and just go to paste it. So if I go to Word and I say paste, there it is. This is a Windows 101 course also. Okay, so if you put that in that email for me, and you can even go to Paint and draw a little arrow and say, I don't want this. And then I can just forward that to Ben. I don't have to go and do the annotations. It saves me a lot of time, okay? So it helps to describe what you need properly. All right. So that's DTM Legend. Let's stop that video. Any questions there?